Yo guys, what is going on? JPS back for another video, and today we're going to be reacting to do English people like American accents? This is something I've always wondered. You know, you guys will always make fun of my intro and what's going on and certain things that I say, but I always wondered, you guys like the way I talk, the connotation with the words, kind of the pronunciations, things like that. Like, do I sound angry? Do I come off nice? Do Americans sound angry? Do Americans come off nice? Because I feel like, you know, you'll have the southern accents. Certain people in certain areas will speak different ways, obviously. But in general, there is that overarching American accent that everyone knows very well. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. But this guy's going to be asking people on the street, English people, what they think of American accents. So hit that like button, hit subscribe. Consider joining the Patreon if you would like. We do full reactions to shows and movies on there. So if you're interested, it's the first link in the description. With that being said, let's get right into it.
Queen Victoria and her people. Nice. James Prime here, and today I am back in England. Now, this time I won't just be staying in London. I plan to go check out some other cities in town, so if you have any recommendations on where I should visit next, let me know. I just might chase it up. Now, a while ago I made a couple videos called What Americans Think About England, and throughout those videos you'll notice
we reacted to those,
that Americans really like the English accent.
Yeah, I think like the cute accents, cute British accents, so I like their accent.
I love the accents there too.
I like their accent.
Their accents are kind of funny, it's kind of cool.
Their accents are pretty cool.
I love their accent.
I like how they talk.
So today I thought it'd be fun to see if the opposite is true. I want to see if the American accent or accents
I hope so.
are just as good to them as the English accent is as good to us. I don't know. Let's go find out.
Damn. I remember that.
So when you think of
that was a
American
nice
accent,
intro.
what type of accent are you thinking of?
Well, on the internet there's that typical American girl voice that's like, oh my god.
I can't really name the different regional differences. Like, the only one that stands out to me is the New York accent. I'm kind of scared of anyone with that accent. I did actually have a teacher with a New York accent, and she scared the shit out of me. So
for me, it's always the kind of the nasally California, oh my god, awesome.
Right.
That's the classic
what?
for me. Probably California and Los Angeles and all that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think it's quite loud.
Yeah.
Can be loud. I mean, they pronounce the words really well. You understand them really easily, but
Right.
it can be a bit annoying sometimes.
See, mine's like the
Whoa. You know what's interesting here, though? I notice how both, this is obviously just from a few interviews, but this happens in America too, is you're based, almost everyone thinks that the entirety of Britain lives in London. They don't know, no one in America knows anywhere outside of London, which is why it was so important for us to get out of London and see the rest of England and some of Scotland as well. But I think that's something here. I'm not saying this is for everyone, but what I've noticed so far in this video is, Los Angeles, New York, it's the same thing. You don't know a place, you're going to revert to what's seen in pop culture in the large cities and things.
Is it Texas when they're really deep?
Okay.
Southern, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Texas in the south, didn't know that. Or they all there's just one American accent. Like you said, you go down the road, there's another accent. Whereas in America, I feel like everyone just speaks the same.
Kinda.
I would say either the high-pitched Midwestern accent, especially female accent, or I would say your upper south, like Tennessee, drawl, something like that.
Probably the New York accent. Yeah, I like the way they say coffee.
It's going to sound really weird, but something not too dissimilar from your accent, kind of
Midwest.
yeah, exactly, Midwest. I definitely don't think default of New York or Deep South or anything like that. So yeah, something like Midwest, I'd say. Yeah.
What are your general thoughts on the American accent?
I don't know, I think it depends on the person that it's coming from, but I like it. I think because it's the same language but you use different words and kind of say things slightly differently. I think it's just interesting, so I quite like having a conversation with an American person.
I think because we grew up with a lot of American TV, so I'm just quite neutral to it. It's just an accent.
Oh, right,
yeah.
okay.
The American accent is like the English accent of the internet, and everyone digests content on the internet now. So now it means like if you have an English accent, you're this kind of exotic token.
Yeah, that's true.
Just
I didn't
sounds a
think
bit
about
like
that.
Hugh Grant. Sounds a bit kind of weedy and pathetic.
Right.
Whereas the American accent is kind of feels a bit more like luxuriant in comparison.
Right.
There's a very annoying accent, but I don't know where it's from. And it's like hi, it's Cali, like, I don't know.
So,
The hell?
so I relocated to America when I was 16. At the time, I had a real English accent, and found it incredibly hard to be understood. I would ask for like a glass of water in a restaurant, and people actually wouldn't get it at all. So I deliberately started putting on a more American accent, like, can I get a water? Oh, I love it. Especially like Boston accents. Yeah, I'm a New England Patriots fan, so like people like Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, like when they come on and do a real Boston accent, I think it's great, and also the Deep South. I think it's fantastic.
There seems okay. So it's funny how right after I had brought up the point of people not knowing much about the regional differences, I'm surprised. Like, this is actually pretty impressive with how much these English people know about America. I will say there is this obsession over the Deep South, and that's something I noticed when I was in the UK. Was like people always, the first thing they brought up was like Southern accent, guns, things like that. It's like, I don't know. That must be something that's just spread all over the internet. I guess so. There's a lot of memes and things.
I mean, I think the American accent is pretty like understandable, but personally, like, I prefer the English accent a lot more. It's nice. Like, I think it's fine, but I just prefer like an English accent if I had to decide.
Oh, one thing I would like to say is, I can't tell the difference at all between an American accent and a Canadian accent. So
Me neither.
I
Me
know that's
neither.
gonna get-
What are you talking about?
That's the only word. That is the only word.
Yeah, it's just
what I
just
think
a
of as,
boot.
like standard American accent, like we discussed, like yours, like Midwest, I really like. I think of other ones like the New York accent, again, like the Deep South accent is like quite stereotypically funny accents. Like, in comedies you like would have like the Deep South like drawl, and it's like coming out with funny lines and things. So I think of that as quite like a comic sort of slant on things.
It can get annoying quite sometimes, but it can get quite whiny, but I also prefer the British accent, specifically on men.
I feel some triggered Americans are going to be like, oh my gosh. To the people out there that are watching, could you give them your best American accent?
Oh, God.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink. Pink from Mean Girls.
I like my water bottle.
Hi, my name's Izzy, and this is my American accent. Don't put that one on the
that was all right.
My name's Izzy, and I'm
No.
from America.
No.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
I'm gonna park the car in Harvard Yard.
I'd like to drink a nice cold glass of water.
Water is wet. Because Australian. See?
Yeah, that was Australian.
Yeah.
Water.
That's how everyone thinks British people say water. Water.
Interesting perspective from the English people. I appreciate you guys going out of your way to do this video. Now, if you're American and you're watching this video and you feel triggered, don't worry. There's a support group I made on Discord that you guys can join and
All right, guys. That was a lot more like introspective and interesting than I thought. There were some things that I wasn't even considering that were brought up throughout this video, just about pop culture and media and how it affects our perception on other people, groups of people that we're not really familiar with. Like, they brought up some really cool points there, so I really enjoyed that video. I think we have to react to I think we already did in the past. We watched What Do Americans Think of English Accents? So make sure, just search American English accents maybe on YouTube, and then it'll show up. Or maybe I'll put an annotation if I remember. But anyways, yeah, it was a really good video, so I'm glad we got to check that out. If you guys have any more videos like this, I love these public interviews, and relates perfectly to this type of content. So yeah, With that being said, guys, hit that like button, hit subscribe. Let me know what you think of my accent in the comments down below. Don't be too harsh, though. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one.